Welcome to the Scrapyard. I'm your host, BC.
I'm Aladar.
I'm the Savage.
And I'm Flaming Bees.
Weird.
And on tonight's episode of the Scrapyard, we will be ranking our top 5 figures of the year 2021 to bring in 2022. And normally I would say that there's going to be a figure appreciation of the week. We're not doing that this episode. But to make up for that, for those of you people who actually did appreciate the figure appreciations, we're doing honorable mentions before we hit our number 1.
On top of that, this is basically a figure appreciation episode.
Basically. And it literally can be any figure. That basically means role-play weapons and rider belts do not count.
Because they're not figures.
Helmets and lightsabers as well.
Damn it.
Those fall under role-play.
I'm saying they don't count. Just anyone that might potentially be confused.
Also, potentially for those who might get confused, the reason why Aladar is not actually physically in the cubes
It's because he's right there.
is because he's right there. Say hi.
Bob Weep, Grana Weep, Mini Bomb.
He didn't want to be on camera. Well, guess what? Fuck you. I'll put you on camera.
Eat shit.
Fuck off.
I have a question, though. Speaking
What?
of camera, what happened to you?
Ezra. Damn it, bees.
I mean, I'm just saying, I saw the emergency one. Just saying, buddy. You're out there.
And we're back to these shenanigans.
Where's my invite?
So, before
Up your ass. That's where it's at.
before anyone really starts getting ready to fall asleep, let's get going.
Why would they be asleep? We didn't do anything boring yet.
I'm getting tired. Look at the over here.
Well, maybe you should have waited to do the one thing or later.
So, let's get going with whoever's going first.
Just so I can even it out between everybody, just to get it out of my system. Aladar?
Yeah. Ow!
Ezra. Hey, Bees! Damn it! Fucking me up!
Sorry, dude.
Bees!
Yes.
I mean, we've called the Savage by his real name too on the past, so.
Aladar, to be fair, my literal YouTube title is Alex the Savage.
True. But anyway,
And I also have a video on my channel. It's my voice acting demo, and I say my name in it, so
not that irritated, but still, sorry. Anyway, let's get going.
That being said, like I said, we're going in member order. The only one that's allowed to go last, though, is me, because host privilege. And fuck y'all, I'll do what I want. So, with that said, we're going to start with our number 5 pick of the year, and we're going to start with Aladar.
Armada Jetfire. I fucking love this thing. That's all I can really say. He's a 19-year-long wait come true.
I'm not hitting you, Aladar.
I do owe BC for hooking me up with this, though. Thank you. In fact, all the shit on here, almost all the shit here I owe to him. So thanks.
And welcome.
The only reason why I made that face was because I was like, I was more or less surprised at the fact that you said you're labeling that at 5.
You'll get it later. So who's next?
I'm feeling bees.
Ah!
damn, I got an ugly.
Hey, excuse you, Mr. Face Covering. Last I checked, your anonymity was revealed last fucking episode. So I don't want to hear Mr. Face Covering motherfucking bullshit over there. Mr.
Shut up and get to your figure.
Okay, I can't argue with that.
Mr. Rip off of Watch Dogs. Anyway.
This is something I slapped together because I
Anyway.
honestly keep forgetting what helmet I'd worn.
Anyway,
Anyway,
savage.
Anyway, my top 5 or my number 5 is, and this isn't to put an insult, but it's just because it was more recent and I'm still getting adjusted to him, but I still like him enough to put him on this list. X-Transbots Toro.
That's my boy. You know, funny
Which
enough,
is what I should say, but it's actually reboot. No.
Should I grab the Battle Rig Blaster?
No. But no, he's a pretty good figure after I figured out what the hell I was supposed to be doing with a certain panel that was not completely labeled correctly. But
funny enough, not to cut you off, but when I was doing my 5 tier list figures of last year, of 2020, Toro made my number 5 and most surprising.
Well, he wasn't surprising. I knew I was going to at least get something good, at least hopefully.
Well, for what I was making the lists of, he took number 5 for me most surprising because I wasn't expecting that figure to do as much as he does for the price.
Wee. But yeah, I like him. He's at least on number 5. So.
All right, Bees, you're up.
okay. Number 5 goes to the Transformers Kingdom, the Ark, who's back there.
Looking awesome.
Yeah,
who's taking a knee?
Yes, that's.
You're welcome.
Yes, I was gonna give you credit, Mr. BC. He helped pose it. He's so darn big. I could not figure out how to get him to fit between Omega Supreme and Metroplex. Kind of turn around here. So he helped put him in a really damn good pose. So he's up there posing, looking really badass. So again, thank you.
You're quite welcome, good set.
Yeah, he gets number 5 because he's a big boy. I got him for before sales tax, about $101 or something like that. And
the real cycle showing up.
he's got a lot of good detail, a lot of good detail, articulation, and he's got really good, solid ratchet joints.
That's always good.
Just oh my gosh, and they're super duper strong. I mean, normally you'd be frustrated with it, but how strong they are, that's a good sign. It shows that he can hold his darn pose.
To be fair, Bees, to be quite fair, that figures out what? A retail price of $150, right?
180.
180.
Yeah, but I got him on sale on Walmart.
All I was gonna say was if he better have
Hey guys. All right. So for my number 5, it's gonna go to this big chungus. Toy World Constructor. This was my wake-up call to how my MP collection needs to go. And it is a beautiful start. The figure, granted, I did have a lot of issues with the individual figures, a lot of breakage issues in general with the figures. But I cannot deny what I feel in my own nerdy heart. This is my Devastator.
And god damn is he big.
I forced Aladar to hold him off screen so I could actually pull him in. He can testify this is not a light figure. He's heavy. He's beefy.
I felt like I was going to break something just holding him.
And to top it all off, as a running gag within the crew, this thing is so tall, whenever I used to actually just set my phone on the table with something propping it up just to do these Skype calls, I set him down in front of the table, and he was so tall, his head peeked over the fucking table.
Alright.
We're literally he will go, hey, hi, how's it going?
And you want to talk about solid ratchet joints?
Yeah, you want to talk about solid ratchet joints? You want to talk about solid ratchet joints? Let me show you something.
That's beautiful.
That's a ratchet joint.
Not even my big boy can stand up to that.
So, anyways, yes, that's my number 5. Back to you, Aladar.
My number 5.
You're 4. You're number 4.
My number 4 is Transformers Armada Overload. Once again, 19-year-long wait. Well worth it. And plus, this is just so beautiful. Never gets old. And also, just because, beautiful.
Yeah, audience.
Anyway, before I get carried away, that's my number 4. I fucking love them. Now, moving back along to
The Savage.
For my number 3, I chose
You're number 4.
my 4th.
Falsy.
God damn it.
I was slightly disappointed you didn't pick this certain character, Alan, because I thought it would be a good timing, but I'm still going along with the same theme.
Demolisher.
Demolisher.
Who's
I
to
figured Cyclonus. I thought you were going to bring him up as well.
I was about to say, who's to say he's not my honorable mention?
Oof. Anyway. This is a figure I've been wanting for so long. Is, I would dare say, one of the more unique ones, because you don't see a lot of this mold out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I probably am, but whatever.
You're going to have to repeat that.
This is a pretty unique mold.
Oh, yes. I definitely do agree. That's definitely a very unique toy as a whole.
Next, because I'm being yelled at. Move on next. Hurry up.
Bees,
You're up.
Okay.
Bees,
My number 4
you
spot.
drag out to reveal that he's number 1. Like, really drag it out.
Where is he? Number 4. Goes to the Hasbro PulseCon exclusive Venom, the Marvel Legends Venom. Initially I was going to try and sell him off because he was pretty valuable in the aftermarket, but after being trolled by a bunch of morons, I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm keeping him. And part of me is disappointed that I didn't, make a few extra bucks off him. I'm actually at the same time glad I opened it.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's patterned off of his appearance in Spider-Man the Animated Series, hence the blue and red highlights on him. I love the utilization of the Omega Red figure body mold. I love the detail, the proportions. It's better than the Bucky Cap mold or something, or Hyperion body mold that they used originally before going with the Monster Venom Build-A-Figure, then repainting that and retooling that. The Omega Red figure is pretty tall as it is, so I feel like this is definitely a good choice for the body mold. I love the articulation. He's got butterfly joints, which is something we've never gotten previously in a Venom figure. Different head sculpt and fisted hands, as well as like open claws. Rawr. So, yeah, he makes my number 4 spot.
Okay, so my number 4. Bearing in mind, these are figures I received this year or bought this year, so therefore my standards are different. Yep. My number 4 Y'all better prepare yourselves for this.
You're not ready.
Fansoys Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Yeah,
Funny you should mention that.
Before you kick me, I have the right to say this right now. Don't kick me yet.
Jeez.
Anyway,
I was going to say, for me over here in the mountain range area,
Crying out loud, dude.
you're such a dickhead.
I know. Hold on.
Can we continue with you talking about Six Shot?
Yes, please.
Happy New Year's.
Anyways, so yes, Happy New Year's. And also, this figure, let me tell you guys, initially, I wasn't even sure what version of this character I was going to go with. I had many different options, and I almost walked away from this completely. But then I found an eBay auction that had him for $250.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't those one of those options a Hexatron?
No, that's only if you were getting for like a chug scale.
Okay.
This is MP scale, and as far as I'm concerned, no other company did this better. Fansoys Hydra is a fantastic figure. My only complaint is his transformation to go die in a fucking hole. I hate trying to flip this thing into 6 modes. I hate it. I can't stand it.
You want a transformation that can go die in a hole?
Well, I guess we'll be getting to that with our number 3. So, exiting solo layout, and we're moving on to Aladar for his number 3.
MP36 microphone.
Nice.
His transformation can fuck right off. But he's a great figure to pose, and his gun mode feels fantastic to handle. This is a KO, however, so don't expect any voice clips. But that being said, nothing else could be my number 3.
Scrapyard. So, they keep wanting this. They just want to say this real quick.
Your number
Happy
3.
New Year! Happy New Year's!
Happy New Year to you guys too. Now, what the hell is your number 3, Savage?
What did they say? You'll hear it. My number 3. Who was it? My number 3 is one that BC has provided.
Oh, that's cool.
Prime Soundwave.
Ah, a worthy pick.
After all,
Area pick.
it's a good pick for me because not only that, I'm making this my signification of something that the BC has provided to me. Granted, I've already had a similar mold, but nothing beats the original, does it? I'm tossing real quick over there. Really unique, really looking fun toy. I've always had fun with them. But yeah.
Anyway,
So yeah. Moving on to B's.
Okay, number 3 goes to the boss monkey himself, Vintage Beast Wars reissue, Optimus Primal. I never had this toy as a kid, so when I heard that they're reissuing at least some of the Beast Wars figures, I knew I had to grab this at the very least. And like he would be higher on the list, but like I've had issues with the Monkey Rage gimmick. Like I maybe because I'm just not familiar with not 100% familiar with the. What is this? A glare? Something wrong with my.
anyway,
Something weird. Anyway, yeah. Monkey Rage gimmick, like I don't know if it's just delicate or mold degradation or what, but like this is the second copy I've obtained because like the Monkey Rage gimmick was just not working properly at all. I could have gone through the trouble of disassembling it to try and fix it, but I was like, it's not worth it. I'm just gonna get another one. So I've been careful with the Monkey Rage gimmick so far. So far, so good. But yeah, like just the brownie points this guy gets. He's a good, solid, chunky figure. It's just they don't make toys like this anymore. It's like it's fun. It's great. The posability, but
He's beautiful.
he's beautiful. Yes, very nostalgic. Very nostalgic. Good monkey.
I know I say that's the retro one, but I keep not helping but think like every time I look at it, it's like, are you sure that's the retro one? It looks different.
Yeah, it's got like a dark metallic blue paint for the head.
Anyway,
My number 3 has a little bit of a sentimental feel to it, even though it is my most recent grab, so to speak. And it also just goes to show that I truly do not deserve this crew. Lightning Collection A Squad Pink.
You're very welcome. My good
Bees came in clutch. I damn near ripped his head off when he found this. Just so he could reveal he grabbed it from me. With all the BS I've been dealing with for behind the scenes reasons,
friend.
you needed it.
I needed this win. And I love this figure. Like, granted, she's not perfect. In fact, none of the A Squad figures really are perfect. All of them have nagging little issues on their own. But what this figure means to me, she's got to show up here.
To be fair, none of the Lightning Collection is perfect.
Anyways, so we just did number 3, right?
So number 2.
So number 2.
My number 2 is
Yeah,
Transformers Armada Predacon. This dude is just... I love him. That's really all I can say.
I have that same figure. Sorry for interrupting. And I agree. He is amazing. He is my poor man's Transmetal 1 Megatron. But yeah, I can attest to what you're saying, Aladar. It is.
He was my first transforming dinosaur as a kid. So that just means everything to me. Happy to have him back in my collection. Glad I got a good deal on him. So next up is the Savage.
I'll go ahead and zoom in on him.
There we go.
I was waiting. I was like, is he gonna mess up? I'm waiting just in case.
Shut the fuck up and show us number 2.
I am going. Slow down.
Take the deuce already.
I'll kick you in the deuce. My number deuce is technically a number 3 because he has a 3 for a face or a chest.
God damn it.
SPD Buttery.
Will they be technically be SPD Butter 3?
Don't fuck up the quote.
But it's buttery. Anyway,
I will hurt you.
you already do. Anyway,
Don't tempt him.
This is my gift from Bees. The only one so far. Right? Yeah, the only one so far.
Yeah, and I've got B Squad Pink in a box for you.
Yes.
We got some audio issues on your end.
No,
hear me?
it's me.
Oh.
Damn it.
This happens constantly. You get used to it.
Oh. Never mind.
Anyways, Bees, you go right ahead.
All right, my number 2 goes to. Wait, do model kits? Model kits count as well?
The Bees asked, does
My
model
number
kits count?
2, you already basically know what it is. So.
Mr. BC,
Well, what's up?
do model kits count?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I grabbed Digimon Figurized Standard Amplified Machine Dramon. He gets number 2 because his Him's big boy. He's a big boy. He just, oh my god, it was just, yeah, like the build was just, there's a wire in the tail and in the neck. Those were a pain in the butt for me because just, ugh. I don't know, at least it was for me. But just like once you get past that, like the whole build was just great. Just like this the sophistication and the size, the girth of this mofo. Just, yeah, he's definitely my favorite.
Well, where is the trailer?
Thus far of the Digimon Figurized Standard line.
We'll get you a new one.
Yeah, I love this. He's big. He's great. He's posable. I'm just at a loss for what else to say about it. Rawr.
Now, at a quick glance, you could confuse that for the Q-Rex Megazord.
Suppose.
So, my number 2. Aladar pretty much already knows this because he really had to help me decide this.
And he's right there.
In the end, it only made sense. Number 2 is MP52, Starscream.
I wanted number 1 slot.
This is, in my eyes, the definitive Starscream. There is no other figure that can claim to be the perfect version of G1 Starscream. I love this figure so much, and I cannot wait to have Thundercracker and Skywarp. It's got to happen. So,
Also the coronation gear.
I could care less if I got the coronation gear, but that aside, yeah, it does bug me slightly that he doesn't have a waist joint. But I'm gonna be real with you guys. With how good this figure looks, I don't care.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter to me. Like normally, the lack of a waist joint would bug the shit out of me. For him, it doesn't. It really doesn't. And it's entirely because of the fact of look at how good this looks.
He's also a beauty to hold.
Despite being shockingly light, it's a wonder to have in your hands.
He feels like a masterpiece.
Okay, let's not go that far. MP Soundwave exists.
Well, I mean, he feels
Nice.
fantastic too, but you got to remember Starscream's my favorite Decepticon.
Yeah, I know you're biased, but
Eat shit.
fuck off. Anyways,
I mean,
number 2, MP52.
there's still some drawbacks to that figure. For a good example of what Jobby LaHong brought up on that figure.
Fuck that. This is my opinion. We don't got to go into it, okay?
So next up,
Honorable mentions, right?
How many should we do?
We can do as many honorable mentions as we want. If you only want to do one, you can do one. If you
Okay.
want to do multiple, you can do multiple. So
I'm
in your
doing-
regard,
I'm doing one to keep it simple.
okay.
The first third-party toy I ever messed with. I can't keep track of this motherfucker's company or name, but it is basically a third-party masterpiece scale power glide. He's my favorite mini bot, and this just feels awesome.
DX9 with Dolphin.
Thank you. BC gave this to me too. He's a KO as well, isn't he?
He kind of is, but he kind of isn't at the same time. I don't know, dude. It's really weird.
Anyway, great figure. Pick him up if you can, if the secondary market doesn't shoot you in the ass. So, with that being said, next up is Mr. Savage.
Zoom in on him, please.
I
You
did.
already did.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll do 3. My first honorable mention would be MP54 Rebus. I like him very much, but as an honorable mention, he won't be on the list. I like my Hot Rod. That's number 2, Hot Rod. And fuck it, SH Figure Arts 5s, because I can't think of a good third one there.
So that's all your honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Okay.
We made a poof.
We pooped him.
Okay, first honorable mention for me goes to the Dino Fury Megazord from Hasbro. He like with the Beast Morphers line, the Beast X Ultrazord set. It was okay. It was decent. A bit underwhelming, but it was decent. And I was wondering how they were going to handle the Dino Fury line, and the moment they showed not just the prototype images for this thing, but had someone holding and playing with a sample of it on a live stream last February, I was like, oh my god, I need this. So when I got this, I was not disappointed. This is Hasbro's best Megazord thus far.
Damn, and down with the pulling you out
Plastic quality feels
of a
different,
total meltdown.
but it's just, oh my god.
Or the fact that
Okay,
you always wanted an MP scale to be one exact,
ignore the tail
but
popping
never
off.
thought you would
My
get
fault.
it until now.
It's got knees. It can do the splits. Just give me an example of a Megazord that can do that from Hasbro or even Bandai.
Super Mini Pla this, Super Mini Pla that, Super Mini
He
Pla
said from
the other.
Hasbro and Bandai.
Yeah, Super Mini Plus Bandai, genius.
You stupid
it?
ass.
How am I supposed to know that? Fuck off.
Mainline.
Who the fuck? Oh my god. Moving on.
I was meaning stuff you can find, just things with these price line.
Mini plot.
Again, Mini Pla.
Mini-Pla is, I'm not including model kits or things aimed for adults or collectors. Anyway.
Right.
And then
Here we go.
thank you for Mr. BC for snagging this for me for a cheaper price than on BBTS or Amazon. Figure Ice Standard. Hang on, this stupid glare. Figure Ice Standard Amplified Gallantmon.
It's fucking beautiful.
It is, yes. The cape was a pain in the dick, but it's beautiful. The end result's beautiful.
Kicking me in the dick.
And
Why? Why does the game kicking me in the ditch?
oh, okay. I thought I had him over here, but the Kingdom Galvatron I have over there. I thought I had that one with me, but the Titan's Return one, he kind of lost his head. Which thank you once again for picking that up for me, Mr. BC, as well as Cyclonus. Really darn solid, good figure. I was about to include the amplified Imperial Dramon model kit, but then I was like, it was good, but it's not without its issues. So now DC Multiverse Batman Beyond, both the mass retail version and the Target exclusive version. I've always wanted a proper Batman Beyond figure. Granted, it's not perfectly modeled after how he appeared in the cartoons, more of comics, but still a darn good figure. Okay, I believe that's it for now. If I forget anything else, oh well, whatever.
All right.
Your honorable mention.
My honorable mentions are, I'm just going to fire right through them. Fans Toys Smokey. Fans Toys Spoiler. And Fans Toys Magnum. AKA MP Scale, Wild Rider, Breakdown, and Drag Strip.
They're beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous figures across the board. I love these things to death. And having them on my shelf as a set, it's making me itch for a Road King. So if anybody watching this, you want to hook your boy up with a Road King, hook your boy up with a Road King. He needs it. I needs it.
He needs it yesterday.
He needs it.
From a quick glance, when I saw spoiler, I wasn't for a moment. I thought it was the new MP scale guy, the combiner one, Raiden, whatever.
I don't have any of it yet.
I know. I'm saying from a
That
quick
being
glance, I
said-
thought that it was.
Final stretch, y'all. Number one.
So
Like I said, drag it out.
this figure is something I've wanted ever since I got my first Masterpiece figure, which was the original MP Starscream. And for anyone that knows me, you know who my favorite Autobot is, right? But the only real way to get an MP Jazz is this, the movie one. Good figure, but not eligible for this list. So anyway, I've been against jumping into the third-party game because of how much it costs. BC can attest to how much of a wallet killer it can be.
Ultra! My shelves are the proof of it.
It murders his wallet on a monthly basis, sometimes weekly.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, so this thing is literally a dream come true, and I cannot put it anywhere else but number one. Especially considering I almost shit my pants when I cracked this open. I present to you, boom. What the fuck was his name?
That is Make Toys Downbeat. Their take on a MP scale Jazz.
The bot mode is beautiful. You can flip out his door wings if that's your preference. Personally, I don't, just because they look derpy. The car mode is beautiful. It's as close to a Porsche 911 Turbo as you can get. The transformation feels great. The accessories are pretty good. And just overall, he feels like a beautiful toy to have in your hands. This could not be anywhere else but number one. Thank you, BC, for hooking me up with this.
You are quite welcome. Now, Savage. Number one, milk it.
I am trying to. I was getting there. I already got the instruction. We told that to Alistair. Anyway, my number one. I'm not gonna lie. When I got him, I could absolutely not for weeks keep my eyes off him. I mean, yeah, he was in a more obvious part of my shelf, but I could have looked anywhere on my shelf. Up, down, left, right, down, B, A. I could have looked anywhere on my list or on my shelf. He was right there. He was kind of hard. It was obviously hard to miss, but I just couldn't not get my hands off him. He's entertaining. I love him. I saw a weird stock photo of him having a weird thing going on with his hand. I don't know what was going on with that, but anyway. Where is he? My number one is, to probably no one's surprise really, because I think I said it before, MPM Barricade.
I knew it.
I can't.
You cannot help but adore that figure, despite the fact that it's not what you normally like.
It's a fresh opening for me. That's a definite.
Yeah,
Definitely not what I'm used to, but you know what? And again, he's my only Decepticon NPM scale, unless we want to count that six changer thing I have over there somewhere. But
you are starting to become as predictable as you say I am.
well,
So, seriously, Savage, dude, as you were talking, he literally right next to me went, "It's Barricade."
Oh.
He legit said word for word, "It's Barricade."
well, to be fair, usually he's in the background. Look where he's not.
I didn't even notice that, honestly. I just, like I said, you're becoming as predictable as you call me. So, fuck off.
So, are you done milking it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bees.
All right, bees. Number one, milk it.
Okay. my number one. Okay, I'm going to I feel like this may be cheating, honestly, but I'm going to include just about the entire line from this. Every mecha, auxiliary mecha figure from the Resolder toy line.
That pretty much is cheating.
Choose one.
Okay.
So yeah, unfortunately, you got to choose one, buddy. Like I see
Okay.
why you want to put that whole lineup as your number one. Like, trust me, I get it.
They're cool.
But that's not how this works, unfortunately.
Okay, fair enough. So, anyway, I'm just for simplicity's sake, and just for simplicity's sake, let's just showcase the main. Gosh, it's been a while since I've watched Resolder. The
Kishiryu.
Yeah, basically, let's just use this to represent the entire gimmick of the line.
It's not as fun. Can't say that now.
Yeah, Mr. BC had trouble, just building an original contract.
Oh my God! Are we really going into this right now?
Oh, bloody hell. I hope we're not.
That was literally all I was gonna say about it. But I personally would. I'm just a bit of a creature of habit when it comes to not being. I prefer to just go with the show accurate depictions of anyway. The whole line's gimmick is just basically Legos, all these ports here plug into ports that look like this, and yeah, this just this figure as well as all the other Resolder mecha figures. This is my this right here. Technically a Pakigaru, but as far as straight up mecha that have a warrior mode goes, this is my first Super Sentai mecha figure I've ever purchased and owned.
Feel my pain, bitch.
It's just something. There's something special about owning an actual Japanese Super Sentai figure. I mean, I know back in the day, Power Rangers toys used the same molds as the Japanese Super Sentai toys, but just having this, it just something about it just feels special. And I was able to afford. I got just about all the Resolder mecha from Amazon with smart shopping and just smart shopping, I guess, and just looking for which ones are cheaper, affordable, good condition, etc. Thanks to my tax return. This is amazing. Here's the American one. This is good on its own. I mean, obviously, it's not going to measure up to this. Okay, yeah, the overall paint on this is nice. The gold is really sparkly, but that I don't want to sell this short. I definitely recommend this if you cannot get this. This is a good replacement or a good substitute. But this, just for the fact that it's it's an official Super Sentai product, if I can talk,
it's highly recommended.
Yes, and it takes my number one spot. These figures are great. I love them. And I'm just a fanboy. Since it's a new year, this is something that is completely unscripted. Live unmasking.
Wait, what? Oh! It's good. Why not, dude?
Nice.
All right, cool.
We can only handle so much in a day.
Where's my pistol? Where's my pistol? Where's my pistol? It's too much ugly. It's too much ugly.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm just stepping out of my comfort zone essentially now. I've just been really.
You're a part of the crew. This is welcome no matter what.
But seriously, new year, new beats, right?
New year, new bees. Rock it, brother. Rock it.
Yeah, I've just been like rather self-conscious and insecure about my look, so I've just been hiding my face on the internet because I've been cyberbullied before. So now I'm just like, this is a huge step for me. This is something I literally just thought to do on the spot, just to step
Good.
out of my comfort zone.
Congratulations, dude.
Put a cap on that. Now, my turn.
Oh, good God.
Since we're milking it, ever since I started doing this whole changing to the MP scale thing, there have been a lot of figures that I had missed out on. The more I looked at their pricing, the more I felt like I was never, and I literally mean never, going to own this figure. And it broke me because I wanted this thing desperately because it was gorgeous. Every time I saw it go up on eBay for a relatively decent price, the moment I went to hit buy it now and go to pay for it, somebody already beat me to it every single time. It drove me nuts. And it reached that point where I seriously considered giving up until TF Source announced they were getting a restock. I pre-ordered that son of a bitch as soon as I could. Once again, Aladar and I had to have a little conversation with this, and he hit the nail on the head. If there was anybody who deserved the number one spot specifically for me, it had to be this guy. Fans Toys Quietus. The paint is gorgeous. The articulation is superb. The transformation, while challenging, is super rewarding. The sculpted details, amazing. The presence, the silhouette, this just checks every single box going down. An absolutely brilliant figure from start of production to end of production out into retailers' hands.
Also, his ratchets are nice.
It's a very well built figure, extremely awesome looking. I can't, like, guys, I realize that half the time when I'm like, obviously I'm joking around when I say y'all need to get into the MP game. When I'm holding something like this, you do not know what a transformer is until you own something like this. This is, without a doubt, my favorite figure of the year. And I called this, for the most part, at the top. I knew somewhere in my nerdy heart that this guy was going to take number one. And he did. He clearly did.
I have a question. Who better, him or Lyle Convoy?
We're not having that conversation. You're not going to make me have that conversation. And if you try and make me have that conversation, I'll tell you exactly where you're going. You're going to the motherfucking Shadow Realm.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
You be salty. Nothing wrong with being salty, of course.
I hope you enjoy the Shadow Realm, motherfucker. Now let me go back to milking this. It's simply perfection in my hands. I cannot get over just the amount of happiness this brings me. Every time I walk past it, I can't help but smile at it. It's that great. Now I'm done.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention about that is, yeah, it's a shame that you. Oh my God, it's a shame that they had to leave so suddenly when you when you guys visited, because I wanted a chance to check out Quietus.
I didn't bring him.
Hmm?
I didn't bring him.
Oh,
and after seeing the condition of how a lot of my figures ended up after the trip,
It's a good thing.
it's a damn good thing I didn't bring them.
Victory Saber.
And Wind Charger's paint.
Also, Rekgar.
Yeah, we had a few
Can-
casualties.
Can you not? This is supposed to be a good time.
We
Man.
must lament the lost warriors.
Anyways, yeah. And we also need to give a big shout out, an honorable mention in a way, to the one thing that keeps us going, and that's you guys.
Yes.
This entire year has been filled with a lot of ups and downs, but due to those ups and downs, it allowed us as a crew to teach each other as well as other people precisely what it means to stand together. And by the grace of God,
Mhm.
you guys definitely showed that you will stand with us as well. This is a crew that is built on one thing: standing together as one. We do not turn our backs on each other under any circumstance. That's something we're never going to do. You guys, whether you tune in every single time or not, every view, every comment, every reaction to any of the Scrapyard episodes, know that it always will be appreciated straight from us. You guys are what keep us going. Always. It will always be that. And with that said, I'm going to break a Scrapyard rule myself. Okay? Don't look at me like that.
I was ready to say. I wasn't expecting I wasn't looking at you like anything.
You're making me nervous. Get on with breaking the rule.
please.
Give me a second. I plan on having Evolution's first episode rewritten, filmed, and uploaded by the end of 2022. This is my New Year's resolution, to get Evolutions off the ground.
We're doing what we can.
We're going to do what we can, and as we go, we are going to give as many updates as possible. So if there's any place you're not going to see the updates at, it's right here on the Scrapyard, because that's not what this is for. You had something to say?
I did, but I was like, I'll ask it later. I was asking, did you see my hand still up? Put your fist down. My hand was down. Wait,
You can find updates on.
You can find the updates on the Evolutions series either through my Instagram, which is Josh BC Slaughter, or, funny enough, TikTok.
Also, if BC is willing, you'll also find them on my channel.
Yes, because we will be posting a lot of updates there as well. We will be posting updates on as many platforms as possible. But if there's any platform we will not be posting any updates for, because this is literally the only time I'm indulging this and breaking the rule, it is the Scrapyard. Scrapyard will remain the same. This is just a kind of one-time deal. Just like how I'm pretty sure this might end up being a one-time deal for Bees. With that said, guys, if there's anything else you guys wanted to talk about, maybe even add in a secret sixth figure just because you can, go on ahead. We got
Wild Horse Silver.
Huh?
Secret Sith, okay. Wild Horse Silver. What?
Gosh.
I have a sixth figure to bring out. What line was he, Siege?
Yes.
Netflix Sparkless Bot.
But I refuse to call him Sparkless Bot. So
So thanks to bees, we call him.
Skid marks.
he seriously looks like he's covered in shit. So
I mean, that's kind of the point, but so yeah. Honestly, guys, that genuinely, that's it for me. I'm basically done. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do one more honorable mention just because it means so much to me. T-Rex. OG T-Rex. And if I were to do another honorable mention, it would definitely be the Kingdom version as well. I just don't feel like trying to drag and dig it out.
For me, my New Year's resolution would be
Uh-oh.
You gonna do this shit again? All right. Well, I guess it's gonna be a first on the Scrapyard.
Oh no.
for a second I thought you were gonna go Pat's head.
I thought you were gonna punt him or something.
So, with that said, guys, I've been BC.
Aladar.
He's a zombie.
I've been the Savage.
I've been Flaming Bees. The real Flaming Bees.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.